beautiful friends. It's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar with a timeless pick a card reading. We're looking at the question, what wish is coming true for you? What wish is going to be granted in your life? So let's find out. We have 4 different groups to choose from here. We have number 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to intuitively choose one or more of these groups. See which one you're feeling drawn to, and the timestamps will be down below. If you do want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, which is linked up in the description. And if you want to join here as a member and get some exclusive content, you're more than welcome to do that as well. But let's go ahead and get started. Hi friends, so here we are with group number 1, for those of you that chose this sticker here. So let's see what kind of wish is coming true for you in your life, or what's opening up for you in terms of things that would make you feel like a wish is coming true. So we'll start with this card. We have the card of laughter. So right off the bat, and of course I'm going to keep shuffling as we go along. I'll take some charms and some other things as well. But laughter here promises that you're going to be in a state of fun, of laughter, of, happiness, general excitement. If you've been in a sober, kind of somber period in your life where everything just feels kind of blah, or you haven't felt much to smile about, or it's just been kind of boring, this of course can talk about an uptick in your fun. You know what I mean? Like you could have more fun opportunities coming your way, a period of life where you want to smile and you want to laugh, and you have a lot more to... You might also actually, by the way, be laughing about a certain situation that once felt embarrassing, rejecting, as well. I will say that for some of you, I do kind of feel that message that, it might be that if you felt like you kind of had pie in your face, metaphorically, it might be that you find something to laugh about in the situation. We also have this card of success, which is number 20. So 20 might not be important to you. We also have the sign of Libra here as well. So it says here, peppermint indicates rapid progress, a quick return, or an increase of positive energies. Absolutely, with the laughter, positive energies are definitely increasing. And if you're seeking an answer, it's a loud and firm yes. So if you've already had a thought during this reading, oh, I wonder if it's that or this, yes. It's like that area that you're asking or you're wanting. Okay, and it says here, make sure that you are directing all of your energy and attention to the task at hand. And if you are in a relationship, try to do more activities with that person that pleases them. And again, there may be more laughter and excitement in a relationship as well, for those of you that have been, struggling. There's a need to listen to others and reconsider other arguments at the moment, but do not let others completely make decisions for you. So again, harmony, it sounds like, could be part of your life too, where maybe things are more lighthearted and it's not as difficult or dramatic, Okay, I'm going to get you guys a message also from the Daily Oracle. Looking back so often won't propel you forward. That's really interesting too, because, okay, this card in particular shows, well, she's getting pie on her face, basically. And, when we get pie on our face, what can we do? We either laugh about it or we get mad. And it's like, it feels in some way that, you do have certain choices on how to kind of detach from something. Maybe if you do have some sort of shame or embarrassment about a certain situation, I want to say it's like something you would just laugh about in the future is what I get. And again, it says here, looking back so often won't propel you forward. And so if you have felt like you've been stuck in the past or attached to something from the past, it feels like as if you're really moving forward in some way, whether it's, missing a place you used to live or whatever it may be. It does feel as if there's, definitely new keys, new doors opening up here in your life. Okay, what else is coming through in terms of the wishes that are coming their way? Absolutely. Beryl, you feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. Again, like I told you, that's exactly what you're getting rid of. It's like you're finally got the key to this information. You finally are going to be having a much more lighthearted area, especially where things have felt lacking, just as I was saying. It's like where you felt kind of bored or like, I don't know, maybe things weren't that interesting. It feels like, things are really opening up for you in terms of feeling more lighthearted, more successful, more confident. use your intuition to make beneficial changes. And so in many ways, you might be intuitively guided towards, making certain choices that are going to be in your benefit as well. Your intuition might be really high. I would definitely pay attention to your nudges, your intuitive nudges. One thing I'm going to tell, okay, let's see here. Oh, nice. Okay. So I was going to say something here about with the Get Back to the Basics card. That's the thing. It feels as if there is like something maybe in your life, like when we have a really big theme or a really big issue popping up, and it's kind of like we can't even focus on the basics. Like sometimes for me, it's like I work so much that I'm like, I just want to sit down and play a video game, like for like an hour. That'd be nice. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying that you would have the same thing, but it feels as if whatever's kind of like taking up your attention, it's almost like you can actually get back to the basics of your life. It's almost like maybe you've had to put off some of your basic happiness because you've had other obligations, other situations going on that have kind of distracted you. It's like I feel that sort of energy moving out, like where it's like you can just focus on being in the moment, enjoying the moment. Like I feel like that there's a lot of that ahead of you, okay? Now we also have this fair woman, and underneath it we have the flag. Don't be tempted to lower your standards. That's really interesting. I am going to investigate this further. What is going on, fair woman? And don't be tempted to lower your standards. Ah, okay. Well, I think this might be specific for some of you. It doesn't have to be for everybody watching this reading, but if you have felt there was a certain connection in your life where there's a fair woman, as an example, who hasn't matched your energy, whether it's a friend or a coworker or somebody in your life, I would say that moving past this connection is a good idea. To be honest, I feel like if this person were to come back into your life, you should definitely stay away from that. I would just say, that's my opinion. But again, that's going to be only specific, I think, to some of you. So I don't think that'll be a message for all of you, okay? But also in general, this message can be taken as don't lower your standards, especially from something from the past, like we were getting in that daily oracle book, right? Where it says don't look back at the past. So again, letting go of people, especially, particularly maybe the fair woman, for some of you, and moving past these things. It feels like you're moving out of a burden, right? Because Lenormand is read like that, like where it's like, okay, change is coming to a burden, the cross, the heavy thing. So it's like you're finally picking up some sort of movement, and I love that. Okay, we also have dealings or relationship with an older woman as well. I have to say that for some of you, there might be an older woman. It could be someone in your family. It could be a friend, could be a coworker, could be somebody that you just watch online. It could be like, like watching a Dolores Cannon video or an Esther Hicks video, or like an older woman as an example. There might be an older woman that has very intuitive guidance to give you as well, that will somehow unlock the door to like happiness as an example. You might also find an older woman, a relationship with an older woman is improving, whether that be your mother, aunt, grandmother, whatever. There could be a bonding experience going on in your life as well with just this older woman in particular, which might bring about good changes, good happy changes. Maybe you'll find that there'll be an older woman that's, a benefactor or something to you at some point in the future as well. Yeah. And then look, the fish came out. Abundance, wealth, and finance. You might find an older woman's giving you something, or, investing in you in some way, or you're able to take or glean some sort of information that will really help you move forward, is what I'm getting. So that is that. Let's see what else comes through. Blessings and wishes coming their way. What wishes are coming true? Oops. Oh, we have desire, worth, and extravagance. So there might be a little bit more energy towards physical pleasures, and you might find that you're actually gaining something. Gaining something in life that you've been wanting. And this could be like a purchase of like a car or like a bigger purchase. It could be like, you know, that new laptop or that new thing. And I think in general, maybe stress around money might be dissipating as well. Some of you might be getting rid of debt, is one thing I want to say based off of these messages. Yeah, it just feels like there's a difficult energy that's been plaguing you in some area of life. It doesn't have to be all over the place. I also could see for some of you, especially in a relationship where things have been a bit tough, that there could be like a lot more positive energy coming through, especially with the sweetheart and good news. Some of you might be attracting, you know, the love of your life as an example even, but I want to say that also for some of you that are in partnership or in a, like, you know, a relationship of some kind, a romantic one, you might find that your sweetheart has good news as well. And you could also find that your sweetheart as well is, it feels like there could be a change of heart towards a positive as well for some of you that are in a relationship. I want to say that for a lot of you, there might be a dream or something that you really wanted that will actually come through for you. It's kind of like you thought it was a dead end, like it's never going to happen. And it's like, no, no, no. We also have friendship blossoms. So again, friendship might be coming into your life. We have knowledge, a new area of learning. And travel, you'll go somewhere new. Ooh, I love it. So yeah, some of you might be going somewhere new in the near future. You might be traveling somewhere. We've got that knowledge card as well, indicating that you're learning new things. And we also have that friendship. So again, I feel like relationships are doing a lot better, especially if you previously had a bad experience. Okie dokie, let's get some charms. Okie dokie. So what have we got here? We've got the little dude from Nightmare Before Christmas. To me, this shows like driven for success, that sort of attitude, because he was very like kind of driven. We have here this Mario question mark, which is funny because I talked about like having the time to like just spend laughing. Like I talked about video games, right? And I was talking about how, oh, it's like sometimes I just wish I could just sit down and play a game for like an hour and just chill out. Because I always feel like I never have time. And for some of you, that's literally a representation that you will have. For a lot of you, there's mysteries coming your way. Like you don't even know what's coming your way. Like this energy, you don't even see it coming. But for others of you, again, this can relate to that idea of what I was saying, where it's like you might have time to enjoy yourself more. We have the book here as well, like Alice in Wonderland. So it might be like, you know, that you're able to spend more time on the things you like doing, getting back to who you were or who you've been or who you want to be, getting to know yourself, maybe spending time on a hobby or something that you really enjoy. But yeah, I feel like for a lot of you, there's a lot of mystery here in terms of what's coming your way. And we also see travel here with Sagittarius, but also at Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. She goes on a trip. I have a good feeling that for some of you, you're going to be traveling somewhere and you had no idea or you didn't even see it coming. For some of you, it's like you end up, like I had this time where I wanted to go to Greece and I was like just set on it, and I had it, you know, almost had the tickets, like I had seen, you know, found the tickets I wanted. I went to go buy them and the price went up, right? And I was like, oh, okay, that's too expensive. So I ended up like rerouting my plans. We went to Italy and found really cheap tickets. It was really cool. And it was like somewhere I never expected. Isn't that funny? Like, and it feels like you guys will be going maybe somewhere unexpected. It's like you had no idea that you would even go there. And I feel like for so many of you, I love the fact that these came out. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, and then we have the tickets as well. So tickets, flying. Some of you really are going to buy a ticket somewhere. Like it's like you're flying or you're going somewhere. But also, again, this can show entertainment, you know, just having more fun. But also we have this key and the lock. And so it's like we have the key and the lock. These came out together and they're not even together. But yeah, it feels as if you're unlocking keys to your heart, that you are opening up to new things. I also feel like you're in a period where you're quite independent, graceful, I just feel like generally life is going good. And I feel like you're turning over a new leaf as well. But I just feel like that you may go somewhere with a lot of flowers as well, somewhere that smells good. I don't know, I'm getting. But generally, I think life is going to be sweet, you know? It's like that, I had that one song come to my head, Natalie Merchant. Life, I think it's Life is Sweet, maybe. It's the name of the song. But yeah, that comes to my mind. Yeah, that's the song. Anyway, you could check it out if you want. But I just feel like overall, so many good things. Travel coming through, knowledge, learning. Again, that comes from travel. You learn new experiences. It feels as if you just have so much lightheartedness coming ahead of you. And, oh, we also have, sorry, I missed this one. We have this Aquarius. So we had Aquarius and Sagittarius. Those are sextiling signs. That's nice, right? And, but yeah, so in Sagittarius, it's like definitely showing the travel vibes. And then Aquarius, of course, too, could show, you know, learning new experiences, that sort of thing, broader minds, like-minded people, perhaps even, that you're getting in touch with and that sort of thing. And I love that the key imagery is just all over the place. So it's definitely telling me significant things are coming your way, significant. And just the only thing I would say is, like, don't lower yourself, especially to the standards of anyone with a negative opinion. That's one thing I really want you guys to stick away from, especially people who had negative opinions in the past who brought you down. Okay? So with that being said, I will go ahead and move on to the next group, but I wish you guys all the most blessings in the world, most blessings, and take care of yourself. And if you want to get a personal reading, you can do that with me through my Etsy store, at least currently. The link will be up in the description box above, and I wish you all the best. As I mentioned, take care, guys. See you next time. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 2, this is your reading. That's so funny because I didn't choose the second, like, a dice with 2 of them on purpose. That was totally an accident. That's always funny when I didn't, like, even think about it. I just, like, threw it on there. Anyway, let's see what wish is coming true for you in the near future. So this will be a longer reading. I know that some of you are wanting ones that were a little bit longer, and I have no problem with that. Sometimes I just, you know, I try to keep it open with, you know, shorter ones for some topics and then longer ones for others. But anyway, we've got Awakening here. This is a beautiful card. Look at that. It shows, like, Sleeping Beauty getting a kiss from the prince. Ooh. So first of all, especially with the number 2 there, makes me think as if there's a coupling happening perhaps. But of course, I will say that the Awakening card is really connected towards really grand shifts in your own personal energy, okay? So this can mean that you're going through massive changes to where, you know, what you once resonated with, what you once thought beautiful, once you found appealing, is not going to feel the same to you. And you may be really spiritually evolving and shifting at this time, like you're going through a complete change. And I really do feel like this is you really engaging with your vibrational frequency that you need to be on. It's like you're finally getting into that groove to where you're going to be seeing a lot of synchronicities, by the way, with this card, but also becoming more of who you really are and, you know, kind of creating the atmosphere for these changes within yourself, okay? So let me see what else is coming through. We're going to get some more specific things, don't worry. So, Spirit Guides, tell me more about this energy. Joyful. I feel so low is a trigger statement. But the true statement is I persevere. Release the worry and fear and allow confidence, trust, and strength to take you to your goal. And so I feel like for so many of you, you may be in a space very soon where you are feeling joyful, where you are tapping into that perseverance, where you're seeing the reflection of your desires in your life, you know, up front, close and personal. I do feel like for a lot of you, you're really, and some of you may be really figuring out how to get to those things as well. It's like you're intuitively and spiritually understanding how to get to where you want to be. We've got Bull, male of power and fertility. So this makes me feel as if you're taking the bull by the horns. You are active. You are, you know, brave, confident. You know, you've ever seen a bull. We used to have one when I was a kid. He was such a jerk. But he knew what he wanted. He sure did. And so I bet you guys will be very similar. Ooh, oh my goodness gracious, look at this. Your abilities will be enhanced. So it's like you are powerful. It's like you're on top of the world. You're smart, you're powerful, you're able, you're strong. Is what it feels like. Like you guys are unstoppable in some way in this new reality. And you're destined to succeed. Bam. Yep, that's funny. And so I feel like definitely I see this. Okay, we're going to keep on going because I want to get a little bit more specific. So what wishes are coming true for group number 2? Oh, that's funny. This came out for group number 1 as well. Get back to the basics. Okay. Well, you're definitely not going to be fretting over what you don't have, okay? That's something I'm getting. Yeah. We have that heartache over what you no longer have, and the rat, someone working against you behind your back. I feel like for a lot of you, you might actually find success over an adversary. You might find that maybe some of you are aware of who the rat is. If not, I feel like they'll be exposed and disposed of, okay? And that's the thing, because that's so funny because the Awakening card specifically mentions that like some people are going to fall away, you know, as you go through these changes, and you'll find that they just sort of go away. And I want to say though, I really do feel like you are having some sort of a victory over somebody that maybe didn't have your best interests at heart. I don't like to promote like, you know, salty stuff exactly, but, you know, kind of feels like it. Spear, heartache over what you no longer have. And it's like, but see, that's the thing. I feel like some of you might be hurt by this situation. Like maybe it was like, because you cared about that person or you invested in them emotionally or whatnot. But I feel like in some way it's like you're overcoming this. And like I said, in some way I think you're going to prove that somehow you're better than this person, or you're a better person, or that you somehow went out in this situation. Your efforts could be really rewarded. Yeah, because we have someone that's extremely stubborn and unwilling to change. And the one thing is that you may be changing while this person just stays the same. It's like you're evolving, you're changing. It's almost like say for instance, this is just an example, but like, say you were like drinking constantly, you were just like partying and not really enjoying life, but just sort of, you know, like when you get to the point of drinking for numbness, and it's like you have a friend who's like, oh no, drink with me, you're boring if you don't. And then you like sort of see like how your life's developing in a positive way when you stop, you know, just giving into it. It's not bad to drink, but you know what I mean? When it's becoming something that you can't live without, when you can't have fun without it, and so on and so forth. And then it's like that person is still, you know, having a good time, but actually they're not, you know what I mean? It's I don't know, I kind of feel that energy coming through quite strongly. Like that kind of energy. Not with drinking per se. That's the example I'm giving, but it's like they're just going to take themselves down a bad road because it's like they don't, you know what I mean, understand. And you know, or they don't, you know, want to get out of it. Okay. Yeah, and it may be that there's definitely someone you're having power over, is one thing I'm going to say. And for some of you, this may even be like finally finding the one, because of that Awakening card and the Marriage card. When, you know, previously, for some of you, you're attracting a very powerful masculine figure, especially for those of you that are trying to draw, and they're not afraid to tell you what they want. They're not afraid to fight for what they want. Just kind of like what I said, I kind of slipped up and I said, oh, you know, like the bull wanted, like he always knew what he wanted and he'd go get it. And it's like, it might be that you're having this energy that's very powerful coming towards you. You know what I mean? The person that will be like, hey, let's get married. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not beating around the bush. I'm not playing games. I'm not like joking around. I'm not, you know, sleeping around. I'm not this. And then it's like suddenly you're looking back. I think for some of you, this might be like, you know, kind of a getting over on an ex a little bit. I'm kind of feeling that a little bit here, especially if you were kind of, I don't know, cheated on, or where you felt like there was deceptions in the relationship, or something wasn't quite trustworthy, or the person was a little bit squirrely, you know, like not exactly upfront with you. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like for a lot of you, you're a very good person. You're a very good heart. You're a very good soul. You do good works for other people, and you're going to be rewarded for that too. The good works you do for other people. Like, I feel like you have actually some good karma coming your way. Oh, darn it. Like, totally messed that up. Okay, there we go. And, you know, the other thing I was going to tell you is that if you've been feeling really overwhelmed in some area of your life, I feel like everything's going to be okay. If you're feeling like you have a lot of obligations, you're very tired, you're like kind of overworked, underpaid kind of vibes, or, you know, there's just like an overload in your brain. It could just be too much going on. I feel like everything's going to be okay. Like, it's just a phase. It's going to pass. You're going to be fine. But I really do feel, that you guys are you're going to get some sort of rewards for what the good deeds you've done. You know what I mean? Like, it's like you have blessings coming towards you. We also have friendship, powerful friendships, networks, connections coming your way as well. You might be making the right contacts, the right friends, networking in some way. That was some interesting messages with the T cards. Okay, we've got healing here, the sign of Aries. We also have that bull, Taurus vibes, perhaps. And then, of course, with this one we have a lot. We have Jupiter, Saturn, Moon, Mercury, you know, blah, blah, blah. We have like all the signs here. Same also, these are runes, I guess. Never mind. I didn't look at them very closely because my eyes. Actually, I have good eyesight. I don't know. But sometimes certain things I can't see. Anyway. Where did my thing go? Oh, jeez. Well, the healing card obviously can denote healing. But what else? No, it's down here. Sorry. I wanted to look over the message here a little bit. Number 37. It's time to take everyone's opinion into account, and while you may need to make a compromise, there should be a good outcome. Geraniums indicate that you need to take more time out to care for yourself and connect more fully with your higher and lower self. Cooperation with others and in creativity in groups is also needed. That's funny because of the networking and communication. Absolutely. Yeah, so this is talking about, again, cooperation with other people, creativity in groups, meeting the right people, networking properly, and also connecting more fully with yourself. And I think here, with that getting back to the basics, I feel like that there could be a shift towards really focusing on what matters, you know, deeply, on a very deep level, and really focusing on just making yourself happy in the moment, in a way. Okay, let's see what message comes through here. Let yourself be seen, take up space. So that's one thing. I feel like that there might be a bit of popularity coming your way, especially with the networking and like the communication, the friendship. It might feel like you're attracting more good friends, more good people into your life. Again, shedding away sometimes, like letting those things fall away, letting the, you know, negative people or situations kind of fall away. I feel like that they just sort of melt away and they allow new growth, right? When we prune a plant, as an example. So I'm going to take some charms. See. Okay, we've got the sign of Virgo here. So some of you might be Virgos. What do we got? Oof. We got London. So with London here, this could indicate travel, international travel. It could denote, you know, being connected to England in general or the UK as well. So that might be a sign for some of you that live there, or, you know, something like that. We also have the snake, which has diamonds in it. And to me, I take the snake as, again, maybe sneaky people in your life, right? The ones that were a bit venomous, but you're kind of overcoming that energy and you're shedding yourself of that skin. But also, I take it as a healing, you know? Snakes are very connected towards healing as well. And we have who rescued who. So again, you know what I feel? I feel like a lot of like very supportive, at least one supportive connection coming your way. Also, some of you might rescue an animal or get a new animal in the future, like a new pet. Kind of like a best friend pet. We also have this little mermaid, and she's very like, it's like a child. And so I feel like there's just like a childlike energy coming your way. For a lot of you, you might feel a lot lighter, a lot smoother, as if life is good. And I feel like even with this mermaid here too, it's like you have the time to sit and think. You have the time to sit and contemplate. Whereas if you've been feeling very overloaded, it's like, and you don't have time, you might have more time to reflect and really figure out, you know, different things about yourself. And I feel like there are definitely pivotal moments coming here, because you have the key here too. So pivotal moments, and we have moments of wisdom as well with the owl. I feel like for a lot of you, you've got a lot of wisdom, and you've gained a lot of wisdom through your experiences, and you've become, oh my goodness, and here's the peacock. And again, to me, the peacock represents showing yourself off. You remember it says, let yourself be seen. Absolutely. Let yourself be seen with all your feathers and beauty. And then we have the love between a grandmother and granddaughter is forever. For some of you, there might be a focus on a grandmother. This could be a grandmother coming through to say hello to someone. Okay, so if you're missing a grandma, she's missing you too, and she says hello. Okay, we also have the tennis racket. So again, to me, this represents activity. And also, I think of it as kind of like back and forth type of thing. You know what I mean? Like where we're going back and forth with other people. And so again, it also is like competition. So it's like you could be winning the competition. But I just feel like there will be many reasons to smile. And this also gives me a lot of child-like vibes here. We also have watermelon as well. Like kind of sweet success coming your way. But yeah, that is what I'm seeing for those of you that chose group number 2. I really do hope that this reading was helpful for you, and looking forward to seeing you all in the future readings. Please subscribe if you haven't. If you want to get a personal reading with me, you can do that through my Etsy store, so definitely check that out if you'd like. It's all up in the description box, all the decks I use. And by the way, if you are the person who got me this deck, I have emailed you, but I'm not getting a response, and I keep trying to get a hold of you because you bought this off my wish list, and I like to try to do nice things for people who go on my wish list, but I can't do anything nice because you're not responding. And I want to do something nice for you. But anyway, let me know, and but everyone, have a beautiful and blessed day. Take care of yourselves, and I'm sending you so much love, and talk to you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. So if you chose group number 3 here with this chicken feather my friend gave me, this is your reading. So, you guys, this is a funny card because I know what it is, and because I saw it come out when I was shuffling, and I was like, no way. You got the wish card. So it's literally a reading about wishes, and you actually got the wish card. So I want to say that you all might be even very lucky. You might actually get a wish that you're really focused on, like, or that you've been wanting. This feels to me like there really is a wish coming true. Like some of the other groups that I've done so far, it felt like as if I just see sort of shifts and changes in life. I feel like for you guys specifically, like there's actually a wish being granted. Like you have a wish, a specific wish. Maybe it's a new car, maybe it's new shoes, maybe it's a new laptop, or it's like going on a trip somewhere. But I feel like for a lot of you, your wish coming true is literally a wish that you have. I know. I guess that's the nature of the reading, but I'm just saying. It really feels like there's a wish. Let me see. I'm going to get a message from here. We're going to get some charms. We're going to pull some more cards. So sit down and get cozy because we're going to be here for a minute. Okay, so let's see. I feel like these 2 pages. Put your trust in divine timing. And it's not about having the most. It's about needing the least. Ooh, that's really interesting in terms of wishes. It's not about having the most, it's about needing the least. So, you know what I'm going to tell you? I feel as if you are coming into a space where whatever's coming to you, it's almost like it fulfills exactly what you needed, and there's like not much room for anything else. Like you just don't care. I feel like a lot of you aren't actually needy people. You're not like perhaps materialistic, or you're not really the type of person who usually has a whole lot, like, like 50 wishes written down. It might be that a lot of your wishes are very basic. They're very simple. They're not like, very materialistic or superficial. per se. And that's not to say that, like, for instance, wishing for a car is superficial, because of course a car can be a necessity. It can get us around, it can help us travel, it can help us get to work. But I feel like you're actually not a needy person. And I feel like the universe is going to bless you for that in some way, because you're not greedy. But it says here, put your trust in divine timing. So there may also be some aspect of divine timing when it comes to this. If you feel like there's been something that is eluding you, especially a specific wish that you're wanting, there may be something to do with divine timing on this, most likely. But let me see, what wish is coming true for this group number 3? My friends in group number 3, what's the wish? What wish is coming true? Ooh, the moon. You will be guided through the darkness. So where it seems like you're unclear, uncertain, right? Because when it's dark, it's like we don't know which way to turn. I feel like you guys are going to be guided through that in particular. Take charge. Don't wait for the stars to align. Reach up and arrange them the way that you want. That's interesting about the divine timing card. And then now it's saying take charge. So that might be something there, a message for you guys in terms of, you know, getting your act together, in terms of creating the changes that you do want to see in your life. Of course, we can't choose everything, but there may be certain things in your life that Spirit really wants you to take charge of, you know. Don't wait for the right time. The right time, you know, never comes. And maybe in some ways it's like only through ritual you're going to get what you want, through action, like repeated action. It's kind of like, you know, when I started my channel, I wanted to for such a long time, or like a year and a half or so, and I just was too shy, and I kept waiting for the right timing. But guess what? There's no time like the present when to just start something. And so I just kind of, you know, sat down one day and was like, well, I'm just going to make my dream come true. I'm just going to do it, because that's, you know, the only way I'm going to get anywhere with this. And sure enough, you know, gradually I improved, I got better, and, you know, all these sorts of things happened. But so for some of you, that might be part of it. We also have corn, sweet corn, number 10. So it says here, though there may be unknown forces surrounding and working for you, you are being prompted to join in through dedicated study and physical action. Beneficial esoteric teachings are worthwhile pursuing, and a deeper connection with another is being forged, perhaps without you even realizing it. That's so funny, because although it's like there's a specific wish coming true, there's this like sense of not knowing. With the moon here, like you'll be guided through the darkness. It's like in the darkness we don't see the path, we don't really see it until we get to the destination. So it's almost like something coming out of nowhere, but it's exactly what you wished for. Okay, it says here, yeah, it says here that being forged perhaps without even realizing it. And again, it does talk to you about prompted to join in through dedicated study and physical action. We have that take charge card as well. So I want to say you guys might be in a space where you're really able to make a wish come true. But we're going to find out more specifics, don't worry. Let's keep on going. Oh my goodness, here's the word vow. And it says here, wish, hope, and worship. It's like you're praying. And that might be Spirit saying, hey, pray. Put these words on paper, you know, or put these words, you know, somehow out there. You know, whether it's through your voice, speaking it out. That sort of thing. Especially if you used to have a ritual before. That might be something that will be beneficial to you. For some of you, might be making some sort of dedicated space or a dedicated notebook or something to write things down. But we also have memory. And then friendship here. Some of you might have an old friend come back around as well, but you might find that you are making new connections. You are networking, connecting with others, creating new memories. We have daydream as well. Obviously with daydream, it makes me feel like Spirit's telling you, hey, daydreaming's good. Make sure you take charge as well. But daydreaming can be powerful. Don't just daydream and stick to yourself, okay? I want to say connecting with other people is really important for you at this time, because I feel like you're going to find helpers. I really do feel like you're going to find helpers and people that are coming into your life. especially if you've been meeting up with new people. I do feel like this sense of like, you know, helping hands coming your way, people that are aligned with you. Okay, tell me more about the wish coming true for group number 3. Nice. We've got August here, so that's only a few months, August and September in particular. So these months might be actually pivotal to you. For some of you, this might just represent birth months or important periods for you in terms of this wish. Obviously, I'm filming this in March. This is timeless. So May, June, July, about 5 to 6 months, I would say that you'll see some of these results from the time that you watch this, okay? Now, we also have climbing towards success. So again, I feel like that there's success happening. Now, in the climbing part, it can feel like you don't know exactly where you're going, but I feel like you'll have a better picture. This card is just crazy for us. It happened in group number 1 and 2 as well, but get back to the basics. So I feel like grounded energy coming your way. Feeling grounded. I have to say that for some of you, yeah, oh my goodness, we have the boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. Oh my goodness, you've gotten that message quite a few times. Darn it. So it's really throwing that one home, huh? Okay, position of authority. Again, you have authority in your life. You may find yourself in a position of authority as well, though. And then we have the caterpillar. Things will not always be this way. A change is coming. So, you know, I feel like some of you might be anxious about something in the future. But actually, I feel like you have a lot more authority than you might realize. We also have Leo, by the way. Oh, August came out. So some of you must have Leo energy in your chart. Maybe your Leo sun, rising, moon, Mercury, something. Or Leo season is very important for you in terms of this. Because we also, that finger points towards the future. So it feels like if you were to take action on something in your life right now, you're going to find that the results will manifest in that period of time, in about 5 to 6 months, or in August, September, depending on when you're watching this, of course, okay? But here it feels as if this is something that's really in your future, is what I'm getting. Okay, let me take my personal deck and just try to see anything here in terms of the wishes. We have happy accidents. And that's what I was actually thinking here because of the moon and the paths like sort of being guided. It's almost like you are accidentally coming across something. It's like when you least expect it, it just pops out at you. This exact wish. I feel like many people are grabbing this group because I'm not getting specifics, and that's frustrating. But I'm not getting like a super specific event. I feel it's just like your wish. But I do feel like for a lot of you, you know that you can kind of have control over getting this wish. So again, I don't feel like your wish is outlandish. That's another thing to know. I feel like something you wish for and what you yearn for, it's not out there. It's not something that's unattainable. Spirit's telling you, you absolutely can obtain this, like especially through due diligence, like through hard work, through, you know, maintaining your goals, increasing your efforts, that sort of thing. You're going to get there. And again, I don't feel like you guys are a lazy bunch. I don't feel like you're just wanting something to get dropped in your hands or your lap or whatever. We also have adventure, something new and fun. So new, completely new and adventurous times ahead of you. We also have a sign from a past loved one. So I will tell you, for a lot of you, especially that petition your past loved ones or ancestors, this might be something very helpful for you. You may want to look into it. Again, this can be that sign coming through of a past loved one who's encouraging you. I just looked up and it said 11:11 on my clock. It won't say that for you because I'll edit it. But wow, definitely 11:11. Definitely synchronistic, isn't it? Okay, so yeah, we have the new adventure coming your way. And also signs from the loved one. Again, I think you're supported by someone who's passed or, you know, an ancestor of some kind. And we feel like things are happening in a way that's kind of like in the right place, at the right time, at the right moment. Beautiful. So let's get some charms. I'm going to go ahead and just move on to the charms. Beautiful. This one's gonna poke me. We've got the frustrated Arthur hand. So some of you might feel like frustrated, but there's also that determination, I feel, that shows up here. And so, especially with I will in particular, it's like, I will do this. Like there's like this sort of steadfast, sort of like, I'm gonna do it. Like I'm determined. I'm bound and determined to get this done. A type of energy coming your way. It's almost like you're being inspired, like in a way that it's like you're unstoppable. Okay, let's see what else we've got. We've got 2 of these. So I feel like a soulmate relationship might be coming your way. I also feel like you have angel, past loved ones out in the spirit world that are really watching over you, okay? Two spirits in particular. I've never seen these come out. I didn't even remember I had these. And there are 2 of them and they came out together. Like that's unusual. Definitely connected towards, you know, these like hearts with wings. We have Little Women as well. And that could definitely, you know, for instance, with Jo as an example, she wanted to, you know, be like a certain, she wanted to be like kind of a writer and stuff like that and live in a, to get places and stuff like that. And she found the right support. Well, she found it, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that's coming through, but also like the friendships as well. In Little Women, of course, it's friendship with her sisters, but I think for a lot of you, there might be friendship with, you know, other people as well. New connections coming your way. But also there's this determination. Jo's a very determined character, Josephine March in Little Women. So again, it's sort of like, I will do this. I will persevere. I don't give a shit what is in my way. And so some of you might be like really, really bound and determined. Some of you might be in the medical field. By the way, we have this here. For some of you, you might find that you're persevering over a medical issue as well. Oh my goodness, there's the helicopter, whatever the heck that is out there. We also have the dolphin. So the dolphin and the fish here. So we have water showing up, water animals. But the dolphin to me can talk about lightheartedness, fun times, joyfulness. And the fish, of course, about abundance and, you know, like a lot, like more than enough. And I kind of got that too. It's like you'll have enough money. I feel like a lot of you, it's like there is going to be this sense of enough, you know. Oh, we also have this one, it fell out. Embrace your imperfections came out as well. And then we have Cinderella. And again, transformation coming. And Cinderella is not somebody who was dreaming to have a lot. She was very simple. She was a very simple girl. She didn't need a whole lot. She was even, you know, somewhat satisfied with what she did have, what little she did have. You know what I mean? When she made that dress as an example in the Disney cartoon, it's like, you know, all the scraps and stuff, but she managed to make something beautiful of it. And she wasn't like, you know, so snotty like her stepsisters. Again, I think this shows a beautiful personality here. And then we have the key here. I feel like you guys are coming into contact with a soulmate. That to me, that's what that always represents. We also have the Eiffel Tower here too. So again, travel perhaps as well coming through. And then we have Gemini. And again, Gemini can represent travel, communications. But what's interesting is we have this and then we have these 2 here. And so it's like the twins here and then there's there. I feel like you guys are meeting someone very important in your life, to be honest. I can't promise all of you that it's going to be romantic. I can't quite tell, you know. I think for most of you, it's actually not going to be. I think it's actually just an important connection coming your way, but that's what I'm getting. Well, I hope you guys like this reading and it was helpful for you and enjoyable. I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that you know, find all that happiness that's coming your way. And again, take charge, make those changes, and I will see you all next time in the next reading, okay? Lots of love, and see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, my friends. If you've chose group number 4, this is going to be your reading. So let's see. Let's see what kind of wish is coming your way. So we have the yes coin you've chosen. So it's a yes. Something's a yes. We have victimhood. Ooh, interesting card here. So I am inclined to say that in an area where you might feel like a victim in life, you will find power. We have, I am stuck is a trigger statement. True statement, I am filled with possibility. Allow yourself to float up above any thoughts or emotions and see what is needed for you to process them and move forward. Ooh, so I feel like a lot of personal power coming your way. I'm going to definitely be reading more, so don't worry. I'm going to try to find some more details, some more specific events or things. But this is where we're starting, okay? Now let's get into the daily oracle, and I'm just going to get a message for you. No one knows your real value as much as you do. And trust your gut. Ooh, that's nice. You know what I'm going to tell you about the victimhood? In some situation in your life, you need to put importance on yourself. Not on what other people are saying, not on what other people are thinking. And I'm not saying that you do, but I just feel as if there is some sort of energy here about possibility where you maybe previously didn't feel like it. Oh, nice. We have a new relationship blossoms coming through. But it feels as if if you have felt like a victim to circumstances, like maybe you're like, why does life always take a big dump on me? Or why does this happen? Or why am I stuck in this area? Why am I stuck in that area? I feel like you're going to find that there are actually lots of possibilities for you. And maybe even that special possibility. We have your secrets are safe. That's an interesting one. So maybe in some area where you're hoping to kind of keep a secret, or you're hoping to maybe find someone trustworthy as an example, definitely coming through here. But that maiden here tells me that a new relationship will blossom in your life. We also have productivity here with the Kent pumpkin. So this one is nice. We have the sign of Cancer, by the way. So that might be something related to you in your natal chart. You might find that you guys are having strong Cancer placements, but also this could indicate, changes around the home life, the family, your emotional sphere as well. It says here, your hard work, planning, and experience should be paying off now, and there is reason to keep going with what you're currently working on. Additional resources can be safely used, and there is indication of a promotion, windfall, or increase of some sort. There are good energies surrounding health and also fitness levels. Although challenges will include failure to keep at their optimum through neglect. So definitely don't let go of anything. Obviously, you're being told that whatever you're doing or whatever you're focusing upon is going to work. Okay, so definitely keep up that productivity, because I feel like your wish could be granted in that area of your life, whatever that may be. It feels like work should be going good, or something good in your work life, your career, things of that nature. So let's see what else comes through. I don't know what I'm doing with this one. Okay, so wishes coming through for group number 4. What wishes are coming through? Forces that are working against you. You will be shown the way. Good fortune. September pops up, so this might be in the next 6 months. We have the archway. Nice. So we have that forces working against you, and I do feel like there may have been energy surrounding, feeling as if you've been a victim to a certain situation, that you've been kicked out or, kind of pushed to the side. Like perhaps you're not feeling like you're getting what you need in some way, or like maybe it really does feel like there's just like everything works against you. It's just like nothing goes right. I want to say, especially in finances, you might see an increase in that area. We also have new possibilities, pathways, and opportunities opening up. And I want to say that there's a new emotional, I think, sphere that you're moving into. I do feel like that there will be time to really, I feel like for a lot of you, you have a new opportunity coming your way. You know what I mean? Like maybe it's new jobs. It feels lucky here because we have the clover. So good luck, joy, and prosperity. I want to say, I feel like there might be new career paths opening up, new job opportunities, new business opportunities, things of that nature, ways to expand, to make more money, to increase yourself in some way. I do get that really strongly, but we also have, of course, that new relationship as well. With unsettled times, need to plan ahead, and then you will be shown the way. I also feel like you are getting guided by some spiritual force that's going to help you get through any sort of situation, okay? We also have good fortune here and time to get out of a situation. Let me see about the time to get out of a situation. What is the deal there? What is the deal? This neighbor's dog is barking like nonstop. Oh my goodness. Oh, time to get out of a situation. We have the stars and the tree. Well, first of all, I feel like certain situations, it's funny because the pail is dumped, and obviously what can the pail, it has some kind of liquid in there which can feed the ground, and good things can come out of it. So one thing I feel like is that certain things that you've been going through are going to be helpful for you in terms, we also see spiritual growth, okay? We see a return of optimism. We see getting out of negative situations. We see getting more towards positive, uplifting situations in your life. I feel like your energy and your mood shifting to where you are feeling much more grounded, much more hopeful. It's like there's a good, I feel like that there's a good balance between these things, you know, where you're feeling like uplifted, but at the same time you're feeling very spiritually grounded. I feel like for a lot of you, it's like you're also... Okay, sorry about that. My camera battery died. So I had to go get my other battery. And then I realized that the candle went out too. So I like replaced that. Sorry about that. And now the cards are all messed up because I accidentally knocked some of them off. But anyway, you know, and see, that's the thing. If you feel like you're, like, see, look at this with victimhood and what happened to me. I think it's a good example of spirit kind of sending us a signal. It's like you might feel like certain things are just getting knocked off constantly. It's like it knocks off, or it just feels as if things are working against you. Because even myself, sometimes I get frustrated. I was thinking like, I always try to like record something and then it's like I get interrupted. And sometimes, you know, we do have to step back and take a break, but also sometimes we just need to be persevering, you know what I mean? Not let things knock us off our path, you know what I mean? And I feel like that's, you know, something that you're not really engaging with anymore. Like, I feel like you are going to be in a place where you are really getting to a place where you feel like you're able to overcome these forces of things that work against you. Yeah, we have break, pause, and stagnation. It's like we stop that. We put a stop to the things that, you know, kind of bring that to us. We also have friendship here, team connection, and network. That card's come out for a lot of people. So I have to say there's probably a collective energy of a lot of people getting new friends and new people in your life. Like it's almost like more supportive people, more people that you're aligned with. We have loss, bereavement, sorrow, and damage. Some of you might be really moving past the loss in your life, or things where, again, if you've gone through like loss or commitments that are very binding or hard to get out of, I might, or like, and even if it's just, I feel like you guys are moving to where you felt things were difficult. It's like, I think that you're stopping this and you're moving towards new connections. And also with imagination, it's like your mind becomes more innocent. It's like this child's playing with dinosaurs, and I feel like there might be more creativity coming towards you. And again, you're sort of moving out of this energy of lack, you know what I mean? Where, like I said, there's like maybe binding things, or darkness, persecution, suffering, loss. You know, it's like these negative energies. I feel like it's like Spirit's putting a stop to these things and bringing in a more abundant energy where the sky's the limit. Okay, let me see anything else that comes through. Blessings coming your way. Wishes coming true for group number 4. Impact. You're making a difference. That's beautiful. So I feel like for a lot of you, there is that energy of making a difference in your life. Like it's like you notice that you're making a difference in the life of other people, or you're impacting, you know, the world around you in some way for a positive. You know what I mean? It's like maybe you're going to be moving down a path where you're able to make a difference, where you're able to make waves, or, you know, that sort of thing. We also have rekindle, a reconnection to the past. Obviously, this is going to be a positive reconnection in your life. So this could be connecting to an old friend, or, you know, an old situation, but actually it could be rekindling an old desire. Maybe you gave up on something because you're like, ugh, this never works out. But perhaps it'll be the time, you know. We also have romance. You receive a romantic gesture. Obviously, for some of you, there's romance coming in. I want to find out a little bit more about the romance. Okay, can you tell me anything else about the romance here? Because obviously we see that coming through. We have the Page of Wands, so there could be more fun in relationship. There might be also a new person coming in here with the Page of Wands as well. This just could signify someone new. But I feel like with romance, for some of you, you might be buying a house with a partner or moving in, by the way. You might be going to a new stage in your relationship, but for those of you that are single, I see someone coming in. I want to say in the next 7 months or so, 4 to 7 months, but we see like a very positive, perhaps, development here, because it feels like as if with the Four of Wands, this could be signify weddings. So it could be someone you marry, as an example, or somebody you've been waiting a long time for. Some of you might have felt like it would never happen. You know what I mean? Especially for those of you that have been single a long time. Okay, now let's get some charms. Okay, what do we got here? Well, we've got Cinderella and we've got Sally. So first of all, you know, it's funny because of the victimhood card. It reminds me a little bit of Cinderella when she's kind of like pushed out. So for some of you, if you felt like your circumstances just sucked, again, it might be that you are really overcoming these circumstances. We also have this service award, 2 years. Some of you might be recognized for something you've been putting a lot of effort into for a long period of time as well. You might be finally getting some sort of recognition in your life, where maybe it was like, am I ever going to get recognized for this? Like ever? You know, we have the sign of Taurus, also Gemini. Ooh, so this, by the way, Taurus and Gemini season might be quite important for you as well, in terms of seeing certain results. But also this could be a signal to like the signs, you know, maybe for some of you, you are strong with either Gemini or Taurus. And this could also be the energy between you and another as well. We have Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. So this could signify new adventures, new possibilities. We have here this elephant. So I think of family, loyal people coming in. More loyalty as an example. I do feel like here with this angel, you have angels watching over you, whether you think so or not. We also have the gift. And so I feel like life, the universe in general, is going to be passing you a lot of gifts. And you have like 2 pivotal moments coming up. I feel like that there are 2 areas of your life that are going to really get this pivotal change, like very key changes, very fated and important changes. And again, I feel a strong soulmate energy coming your way. I feel like with the bike here, it's like hard work, but it's like maybe you've been going uphill, but it's like suddenly you're going to go downhill and it's going to feel a lot easier. It's what I'm going to say. And then, of course, we also have the unicorn, showing that you're a unique spirit and you're able to really embrace who you are. And, you know, I think of that last unicorn where maybe you're different, but it's like you are going to, in like being a victim, but it's like, you know, overcoming kind of energy. And then we have you can survive anything. So again, overcoming is so strong. Recycling, but recycling is like really taking what hasn't worked and what has worked and really making something good from it. You know what I mean? And we also have strong is beautiful. So we have so much strong energy, powerful energy coming through. It's like you're overcoming, you versus you. Absolutely. And then, of course, we have those two keys, and we have this key heart. And to me, this represents that, you know, you're having, I feel like you'll have faded relationships coming into your life in this next period. And we also have I love the movies. So some of you might actually find yourself very inspired by a movie in the near future, I have to say. Or for some of you, you might be connecting with somebody where you guys have the same favorite movie as well. Or I just feel like for a lot of you, there's going to be a movie that's going to impact you soon. You know, like how you just watch a movie and something makes you think and it makes you see things in a different way, or it shifts your attitude or your behavior or your ideas. That's kind of what I'm getting. But of course, you may be connecting with someone over some sort of mutual love, mutual thing. But anyway, that is what I'm seeing for you in terms of the wishes coming your way. Remember, you're going to be shown the way through anything. And I feel like here, there's just new possibilities, and that victimhood is really going away. It says here, I'm filled with possibility, okay? I'm not stuck. That is the trigger statements, I'm stuck. The real statement is I'm filled with possibility. And I think you're going to find that. And I feel like finances and relationships are both benefiting for you in these two particular realms of life, okay? So, with that being said, I send you guys so much love, and I hope you guys are doing well in life, and I know that you will be soon. You have some great things coming your way. But I wish you the very best, and I'll see you all next time, okay? Bye-bye.